Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode number 5 of the Newcastle career mode here on FIFA 19. We are joint top of the table with Manchester City, who we play next. We've also, so far this season, played third place Spurs and beaten them. But they've then subsequently won their next 2 games and sit right behind us in second. We've drawn against Chelsea in 9th, and we've also beaten Cardiff, who've lost all 3 of their games and sit rock bottom on a singular point. Now, we're expecting to be down that area of the table by the end of the season once everything has been played out. But we will enjoy our current league position for as long as it lasts. We've City first, then Arsenal. So 2 big games to start us off. I can't quite remember who the third game is against off the top of my head, but City and Arsenal first is not going to be easy. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too, of course, so you don't miss out on any further content. Hit that notification bell as well to ensure that you 100% know that a video has gone live. There's a schedule in the description actually down below that lets you know when videos go live. This series, is every single day, and earlier on today there will have been a My Player video as well, so go and watch that if you haven't. But let's concentrate on playing City, who are top. Bravo in goal for City. Danilo, Mangala, Stones and Tellez at the back. Ooh, I thought when it said City signed Fuchs, I thought that meant Leicester's Fuchs. It's not. Bernardo Silva, Jesus and Sané. My controller's died. Great timing. It's not Christian Fuchs. I don't know who that is that they've signed in the middle of their midfield. This is going to be really interesting to see, A, who he is, and B, how good he is. Tellez. Playing the ball into the channel for Gabriel Jesus. That's not the best of clearances. Well, then.
His teammates were convinced he was going to score there, I think.
That is why you don't play a 69 rated French youngster in the Premier League. I cannot quite believe that he's missed the target there. That is the biggest let-off I think we've had in career mode on FIFA 19 so far. Unbelievable miss from their young, new centre mid. Outrageously poor. Disgustingly poor. I can't quite believe he's missed it. I don't think I've seen a more obvious goal missed in a very long time. Max into Shelby. I'll lay that to Key. Key gets it out of his feet. He's travelling and on target, but it was comfortable. Back to Fuchs. Martinez to Fuchs again. They sold Gundogan, and Fuchs is really going to have his work cut out to fill those shoes. Fernandinho into Jesus. He could play Fuchs in, but the cell gets there. I'm still flabbergasted by that miss. Genuinely, no idea how he's not put that away. Here's Maximilian Phillip with John Stones closing me down. Looked to finesse it from the edge of the box, but wasn't really the best of efforts. I still can't believe he's missed that header. Fuchs. Oh, looks to slot it through, but it's not good enough.
Spotted that well and intercepted.
Given that straight to Leroy Sané. And then Sané's left me on the floor, and Bernardo Silva will not make the same mistake that Fuchs did. Deadly on that left foot from the Portuguese. Absolutely superb finish. Sané, misplaced pass, and then a mistimed tackle. And a thumping finish. City 1, Newcastle 0. My fault. Go out wide to Sané. Tellez. Martinez, such a beautifully weighted pass, and the accuracy is right up there too. Bernardo Silva to Fuchs, Jesus! What a goal that would have been. I can't discount the fact that that may well have been a shot from Fuchs off his head though. It's about as accurate as his previous shot, and it just all happened a little bit too quick for Gabriel Jesus. They're going for the extravagant but getting it all wrong. They will, however, be in the lead at half-time by a goal to nil.
Made the interception, made it look easy actually.
Maybe by 2. No, by a goal to nil.
Sane.
It's Gabriel Jesus. Deny him the opportunity to play it through that gap. Hold that up, Iosi. He's done well. Runners all around me. Question is, which one do we use? We'll try and use Philip. Can't get it through to him. Now they're on the counter-attack, but Maximilian Philip. Oh, sorry, Philip Max. God, that's going to become a thing this year, isn't it? Through there to Maximilian Philip. Turns inside, lays it across. Should be a simple goal, and is. Although he very nearly missed it off the post from Ki Sung-young. Newcastle 1, Manchester City 1. And he's in the middle of the goal. Well, actually, he's nowhere near the middle of the goal. And he's pulled it back across, going the other way. And I very nearly balls that up. But luckily, the ball spun and arced inside off the post. And it's 1-1. It's Gabriel Jesus. Drilled out to Leroy Sané. Trying to close him down with DeAndre Yedlin. Teles. Keep getting sent into those diving tackles. It's getting annoyed at myself now for committing too early every time. Sané back to Teles. Early ball in, headed away by Jamal Lascelles, but only as far as Fernandinho. Here's Fuchs. Oh, hello. Nice pass. Bernardo Silva, don't let him inside on his left. Fernandinho. That's a nice turn. And Gabriel Jesus, don't let him turn on his right. Martinez. Oh my God, Dubravka, I don't think he actually reacted to the ball either time. It just hit him on both occasions. He just stood there and the ball hit him. Oh, it stayed out. That's the most important thing. They've gone short there to David Silva, who's just come on. Back to Bernardo Silva. Whipped in and headed away by Key. Sané. Oh, it's a good delivery. Bernardo Silva. A brace for him and 2 for City with exactly 15 minutes to go. I glanced at the clock and it read 75-0-0. Oh, who's he up against there in the physical battle? Or has he just got the nod ahead of the defender? He's got the run on Max, and that's a very good header from Bernardo Silva. Top quality. We might be looking at our first league defeat of the season here. 2-1 City, and I believe that's going to be the way that the game ends now. 2 minutes added on, it is going to be our first league defeat of the season against the only other side that have started the season in the manner that we had. We were joint top on 7 points with Manchester City. We might yet be joint top on 8 if it weren't for the block from Danilo. Brazilian versus Brazilian. Corner comes in and Bravo punches. I'm going to knock that down, and on the volley first time. I should never have shot, but that'll be game. That'll be game. GG, boys. City just too good. Bernardo Silva just too good. Oh, they should have been 1-0 up. Oh, there it is again. What are you doing? I think he greased his forehead before the game. It just slid off. Yeah, that's his name. Jean Do, because he's French. I guess it's Jean. Jean Do Fuchs. I only had one shot on target the whole game and it went in. I still didn't get anything, thankfully, for City fans. Up next for us, in 2 weeks' time after an international break, Arsenal. Right, Arsenal. Petr Cech in goal, with his hat, not his tie. Sakai holding Mustafi Kolasinac at the back. That's not very strong. Guendouzi and Torreira holding. That's decent. Lazari, Mkhitaryan, Welbeck, and Aubameyang up top. On the bench, Koscielny, Lacazette, Ozil. Another case of high-rated top 4 teams not fielding their strongest possible 11 against lesser teams. We were able to get a draw against Chelsea. We were able to beat Tottenham. Will we be able to do anything against Arsenal? City didn't have to worry too much because they were too good in the end. And Aubameyang very nearly gave them a 1-0 lead early doors here. I'm not sure about the shadows on the pitch here at St James's Park. It's pretty annoying, but we'll just have to deal with it. Oh, Philip's got a great turn on Guendouzi there. Sakai's closing me down, and he's done just enough.
No, those were the years of war.
It's forward to Kennedy. In there to John Joe Shelby. I see the runners in the middle. Here's Philip. We'll use Key. Then to Ritchie. In on the left. Bend it. Oh, it's well blocked. Keeper will come and catch, not punch. Pellicet controlling his area. Just because of the experience so far this season with Ritchie on his right foot, I didn't feel comfortable shooting on it and felt the need to turn inside. This is well worked. Philip. Well held again by Petacek.
Slipping it through. Steered through. And there it is!
Right.
It's a very good
Right.
goal. I think they were a bit caught out
Mkhitaryan,
because that's supposed to be
Gendouzi,
weaker foot.
and then on his left foot, Mkhitaryan has just destroyed my entire life. He's done that to me before, Mkhitaryan, as well. That's a hell of a goal. I don't really think I have much to say about that, other than well played. Torreira forward there to Aubameyang. Oh, it's nicely into Gendouzi. Good save by Dubravka. Gendouzi elected to go low. Oh, Arsenal 2, Newcastle 0. My clearance was just blocked. I tried to get rid of it, and it's just smacked against two players that were near me and fell kindly for Lazari to be laid in, and then just side foots at home. I tried to clear it, and didn't work. 2-0 Arsenal. Shelvey. Key. Look for Gale. Nicely found. Philip. Oh, I just can't get it back to him. It's been the difference so far in this one. Just little interceptions from them. Yes, Gale! Dwight Gale into the starting lineup and on the score sheet. Game on again. Until that point, the difference for Arsenal had been that they're just able to get the better of me. I'm going to try and squeeze it through little gaps, just little interceptions and last-ditch tackles, but finally we've gotten ourselves back in it. Is that a ray of hope at the end of this first half? Torreira into Aubameyang, out to Welbeck. Nice tackle by Edlin, just trying to slow them up here. Well, okay, Torreira wiped out his own teammate. That's a hell of a cross in from Danny Welbeck. Thankfully it's well dealt with. Torreira wins that header though. Xhaka to Mkhitaryan to Lazari. Don't let Xhaka have space on his left. Or apparently Lazari space on his right. Dubravka gets the save. What on earth? Lazari, that is a hell of a hit. I don't even know anything about Lazari, but that was a hell of a strike. Good save by the keeper. Danny Welbeck will take the corner. Mkhitaryan's gone off now, thankfully. On in his place is Mesut Ozil, and Dubravka call upon again there. I mean, despite the fact we're losing by 2-1, Dubravka's having a very good game here. Key's header away is terrible. Danny Welbeck, we've scrambled it away through Fabian Schär. Almost at the hour mark now. That goal just before half-time gave me hope that we might be able to get something from this. But since then, I've been pinned into my own half and around my own box. Just getting rid of it whenever possible. Lazari again, out to Sakai. Max has done brilliantly well. Counter-attack is on now, and Sakai's out of position, which means Kennedy can just run into the space here. Rob Holding closing me down. Players all around me. Who do we go to? Into Jonjo. There's Gale. Lay it to Key. He's got a good hit on him. Petacek's right behind it. Well struck by the South Korean. Here comes Alexandre Lacazette. Wonderful. Just what I needed to see at this stage. Check punches and it will find Ozil on the edge of the box. Not an awaiting Newcastle player to smash it back into the danger zone. That's with the throw. Shelvey into Ruben Loftus-Cheek. His first touch as a Newcastle player. Philip out wide there. Well left by Dwight Gale. Yedlin will look for him. It's actually Matt Ritchie, not Dwight Gale, in that position. I'm trying to get that back to Jonjo Shelvey. No, that was meant for Dwight Gale. Oh, Jesus Christ, Kennedy. Your right foot will never be shot on again. Oh, dearie me, that was terrible.
Down to a consistent level of
Shelvey,
and it should
Gale.
provide them with a victory.
Philip to Loftus-Cheek, squeezes it out nicely to Ritchie.
Now, can he take
Cross it in. Oh, I tried to get there with Gale and it's headed away. I think that should be my throw. Indeed it is. I'm going to need someone to throw it to. Ruben Loftus-Cheek is there. Flipped that nicely to Dwight Gale, who will whip it in at the back post. Was an Arsenal defender. Challenge. Oh, we're having chances here to try and get a point still from this game. Although, here come Arsenal on the counter to maybe steal all three. That's beautifully weighted, and Lacazette draws a good save out of Dubravka. He's kept me in this, the goalkeeper. He really has. Mazzari will take the corner short. Torreira, neither of them really well suited to cross a football. Not sure how the ball's worked its way free there, but Loftus-Cheek we used like Gale. 2 minutes added on, so it's now or never. Mustafi versus Gale for pace. It's one that's a race that Gale will win. Poor pass. Loftus-Cheek. The pass that went to Loftus-Cheek was meant for Philip. I tried to play it into Maximilian Philip there. And even still, I don't get the offside lines. Because there was still, from waist down of the defender that was supposedly playing him offside, that was the other side of the offside line there. It's incredibly frustrating. It's not the first time it's happened either, but the referee will blow his final whistle now and we will lose against Arsenal. Back-to-back 2-1 defeats against two of the better sides in the division, although neither side was playing their better 11. City brought on their better players and subsequently ended up winning the game. Arsenal, I felt like I was still in that. Yeah, you're crap, mate, so you're not playing. Federico Fernandez is getting nowhere near my starting 11. Right, who we got next? I think it's Palace off the top of my head, but we'll have a look and see. Iosi Perez's passing is getting better, so hopefully his interlinking play will improve. We're 9th now and it is Palace, who are 11th and level on points with us with 7 so far this season. Only 5 games played though, 33 to go. And here is the final one of today's episode at the very least. Guaita in goal for Crystal Palace. Wan-Bissaka, Tompkins, Sacco and Jeffrey Schlupp at the back. 3 in midfield, Kouyaté, Meyer and Milivojevic. And then 3 up top, Andros Townsend, Gregoric and Wilfried Zaha. Gregoric, the Austrian that they've just signed. Benteke and Campos on the bench. Meyer, Gregoric. It's actually a cam, Gregoric, that they're playing at striker. Not sure whether that's a wise decision, to be completely honest. It's not like they don't have other striking options. They've got Wilfried Zaha, they're playing wider. And it's actually Zaha in a central striking position that gives them the lead. They've got Benteke on the bench. It's almost as if Gregoric heard what I was saying and immediately fired back. Crystal Palace won. The movement from Zaha was great there, just darting towards the near post and then first time catch the keeper off guard. It's a good goal. Palace 1, Newcastle 0. Not the start we were after, to be completely honest. Tompkins closing me down. We turned away from him well. In there to Kennedy. Poke. Oh, just needed the ball to arrive that little bit quicker so I could have gotten it around the corner to Key. Zaha with fancy footwork. Milivojevic crosshead to Schlupp given away. See space for Kennedy again. Oh, but bloody Gregoric tracks back and gets the ball off me. Andros Townsend driving forward to him, trying to get back into position with Max. Oh, I was sprinting so hard to get back I couldn't adjust my run, and thankfully Dubravka's made that save. Palace, they do have a history of being a bit of a bogey team for me, but I'd very much like to put that to rest here and get myself a victory if I can. Try and get that through there to Max, who's turned brilliantly, and we'll play that through for Iosi Perez, and we might be in to get ourselves an equaliser. Oh, no bogey team this time, thank you very much. Newcastle 1, Crystal Palace 1 in the 32nd minute. Max gets an assist to go with his goals so far this season. Nice interception by Shelvey, needed to be made. Terrible pass forward though. Picked off by Townsend. Lays that into Milivojevic. Saka, Townsend. Oh, that's nicely done. Andros Townsend's just tricking his way around me. Time and time again here. Wan-Bissaka in the box. Oh, Lascelles. Vital interception because bloody Gregoric was there again to have a go at putting that in the back of the net. 60% possession for Crystal Palace so far in this game. Which is unheard of for AI opposition against me. You guys know that I like to play a very heavily possession-based game. It is not very often at all that I have less than 45% possession, or less than 50% even, especially in just a single half. But such is the case here. Ritchie tried to get it back, get to it, Key. Ritchie stayed down there, no, he's back up. Shelvey! Oh, good save by the Spanish goalkeeper. We are into the 5th minute of added time here at the end of the half. If I score now, Palace fans will be fuming. but I'm not going to. Half time. Key driving forward. Space up wide here for Matt Ritchie. I'm going to try and get back on his left so I can whip a better ball into the box, which we have done. Oh, it's a good leap by Philip, but unfortunately no accuracy on the header. Positive, though, that he's able to win aerial battles. I've not really tended to cross too much. Max with the throw. Option there is Ozzy Perez. Pull that back there to John Joe Shelby. There's Key. Ritchie darted inside. I needed him to stay outside then, so I could play him around the corner. DeAndre Edlin will drive forward here. Max Mayer won't be able to deal with the pace. The cross is okay. The header is okay. The save is very comfortable.
To stop the anticipation.
Rich tackled. Immediately finds its way back to him. It's a nice through ball to Andros Townsend. He's got options in the middle. And the cross is deflected and it will drop free for Dubravka. That was dangerous for a moment there. Didn't know where the ball was going to end up for a while. Ritchie will just knock that into Key. I tried to play it back to Ritchie first time and it didn't get out of his feet. Lovely tackle by John Joe Shelby. Clearance again. Cannons off an opposition player. Kiyate was just on the floor. Struggling at times here with this Newcastle side now. I think we just got lucky with the way that we started the season. Why have you played it there, John Joe? I think we just got lucky with the start of the season. And now we are back down to earth with a bump. Expectations are back to where they perhaps should have been at the beginning of the season, or where they were at the beginning of the season before we played a competitive game. Back to reality for us, unless...
Oh, that would have looked great if it had flown in, but in the end it didn't fly very close at all. No,
excuse me, Ozzy Perez. Not quite as glaring a miss as Fuchs's in the last game, but it is enough for me to take you off. Particularly disappointed with that. We'll bring Saive on, and we'll also bring Murphy. Actually, no, let's use the pace of Hudson-Odoi and give him a run out here against Crystal Palace. I should be 2-1 up there. That is completely unacceptable for my Ozzy Perez. Triple substitution. Let's see if it changes things. Jordan Ayew, Maya, Kiyate, Townsend putting them under pressure here with Max. Max just on a run. No, he's going to return that. Oh, what a challenge. No, ref! Oh, it's a stunning challenge from Fabian Schär. It's never been a penalty. Oh, I mean, I may have got man and ball. Oh, he sent him off as well. Oh, man. Ref. No. He's not. I want to have a look at that. Right, so there's another defender there, and it's DeAndre Yedlin, who might have gotten to the ball. And let's see as he comes in. He does get man first, so I can't deny that that's definitely a penalty. But I think the red card is harsh. I think the red card is very harsh. What happened to the double jeopardy rule? Milivojevic to win it for Crystal Palace. It might well be 3 straight 2-1 defeats in today's episode.
Yeah, he's a man you can depend on in these situations because he does keep a clear and cool head.
Really is back to reality outside the transfer window now with Newcastle United. I can't quite believe that we're going to end up losing this game as well.
Now they've got the ball, what are they going to do with it?
Oh, God. I haven't changed my tactics either because there's not long left in the game. There's no point putting an extra defender back there now. I might as well lose 3-1 going for a 2-2 draw than just settle for a 2-1 defeat. Kiyate crosses, catch that, don't let it go out for a corner. He got pressured by the number 19 there. Corner for Mayer to take. Bring that down, Ritzy, nicely done. Come on, lads, let's go. Counter attack. Philip into that space. Mamadou Sakho is the man that's with me. I've got people arriving in the middle. The question is, can I find any of them? Oh, no! Dwight Gale tried to get their final whistle goes. It was tantalisingly close right there. He just couldn't get to it before the defender did as well.
Quite extraordinary.
Oh. 2-1 defeat against Crystal Palace after a 2-1 defeat against Arsenal after a 2-1 defeat against Manchester City. Back to earth with a bump. A very big bump at that. It's only going to be out for one game, thankfully. It doesn't have multiple game bans on FIFA for some reason. Straight red like that. Actually, a straight red like that would only have been a 1 game ban in real life. It's only violent conduct that gets a 3 game ban. But even with violent conduct, you still wouldn't get a 3 game ban on FIFA. So tomorrow we have Reading, Leicester and Manchester United. Great. Oh, why are we playing all the big boys in the early stage of the season? What does the Premier League look like right now? That's the question we're asking. We are 14th. Cardiff have lost 6 straight games, scored 2 and conceded 11. But we started today's episode joint first. We end today's episode 14th. This is going to be a difficult season. We may have gotten slightly carried away with the way that we started. I did expect things to turn and get more difficult for us. I just didn't expect them to turn quite so drastically, quite so quickly. But they have. Oh well, drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on more. It can be a very, very entertaining season, I think. I'll see you next time.